You know there is a quote from Voltaire which goes, "To learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize." Seeing as we tech pod mains have always been seen as some of the smartest individuals to play Ark Survival Evolved, we interpreted it like we needed to rise up against children with leukemia. In short, we needed to rise up against farmers only, and today's target was a spontaneous raid that we cooked up which was motivated simply by pure hate towards certain individuals. No names mentioned.
Yeah,
Look how dumb you are, Moon. Look how stupid you are.
Yep, no names. Anyway, so our plan was simple. We wanted to hit Spider Cave on the center since this is where farmers only had a beautiful gotcha tower. And nothing says fight the power like redecorating Marie Kondo style, ergo if it does not give you pleasure it must go. So we decided to approach from the highest narrow passage we could find, mostly since it gave us the high ground. Our tribe shot callers were all hyped up on some Star Wars razzle dazzle I guess, and decided this was the way, and who are we to complain? So carelessly we proceeded to start launching strike after strike at the turret wall that was blocking our progress. But it quickly became quite evident this was not going to work. We needed to be able to Fortnite into the part of the raid. Otherwise we stood no chance against Bob the Builder on the other side simply replacing the stuff we broke. So that's what tech pod mains did, they Fortnite-ed, but that meant that some lovable individuals would have to handle spam clearing. Luckily for us, Ark recently decided to unleash Furter, which came full with plenty of broken dinosaurs, one being Steroid Pump Pumba. Pumba has the fantastic feature you see where you can run into things strapped with explosive Play-Doh, yet you the driver will take absolutely no damage. This is how it works: you find your most sociopath-driven friend, dress that friend up as Alfred Nobel and make him live his or her wildest fantasy, that being to strap you up with C4 and send you running headfirst into a storm of bullets, which mean absolutely nothing since Pumba doesn't give a hoot about bullets. Then you detonate the C4 on top of foundations and voila, you have cleared spam with zero effort. Yep, I hate you, wild card. Next we needed to get rid of spam that was placed in awkwardly high places. No worries, Wildcard had the solution for that too. A budget Batman bat with high HP backed up with the ability to shoot rockets from his back, basically a terrorist wet dream. Anyway, us the bat drivers quickly identified the spam that needed to go and dealt with them accordingly. With that having been handled, the guys quickly pushed forward some foundations and ceiling of our own, giving us opportunity to set up some turrets. Also meaning we were finally out of the glory hole passageway. It was mostly open road ahead, meaning I no longer had to squeeze into a tight spot with 17 other men. With the help of the Fortnite having been set up, our progress started to snowball and we went from gaining an inch to gaining a mile. We ran over the first wall's defenses fast. So next we ended up in a big open room, filled with mostly just spam there to slow us down from getting to the drop point of the cave, and sure it worked, somewhat. But honestly, if anything, it was mostly just a good team building exercise for the tribe to see which one of us had no problem being used as the target dummy for friendly fire tech Rex shooting. In this case it was mostly Emin unloading all his sexual frustration on Woodsy's stego, but I'll be damned, it worked beautifully. They cleared up a straight line through all the spam, leaving us all plenty of space to move on to room number 3, aka, the drop zone. Yep, the drop zone. Honestly, it was just a very beautiful massive cage covered in turrets. We had an incredibly fun time shooting at it. All thanks to the well thought out and executed plan of the tribe's shot callers. You guys wanna hear some short convo? Sure, I got you.
Yeah, you should keep looking at that player health, I'm not gonna lie.
Cran, are you okay, man?
Dude, I'm good, bro. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, you chill right there, bro. Keep this man buffed.
I mean, luckily for you,
He's
all
been rough,
of the
bro. I'm good.
turrets are on teams.
I shot another one.
Dude, I'm so good. Oh, now I'm not good.
See ya.
Basically we were all just having a good time, and in the end that's what it's all about. Well, that and blowing up Farmer's Only's leukemia tower, we ended up removing the room. It took a few minutes but it went down, meaning now our steroid-pumped Optimus Prime and his degenerate cousins could clear spam, to make a beautiful new teleporter room for us. And boy did they clear it fast. It was almost as if they were motivated through pure hate. Once again, not that we were here for any particular reason.
Yeah,
Look how dumb you
chill.
are, Moon. Look how stupid you are.
Anyway, next up was the pathway to the final room, meaning we had literally one tunnel to pass and then we were in the big room with the leukemia tower. Knowing full well that we were not allowed to start getting comfortable, we kept pushing as hard as we could in an attempt to make ground fast. It worked for the most part. And in Farmers Only defense they had fewer people than we did and still managed to hold their ground quite well, so you know, good job them honestly. You the bomb farmers. I've always found that expression funny, you the bomb, a compliment in America yet an argument in the Middle East. Guess the funny part is the culture difference, right? Good times. As we progressed in this cave, one thing became evident. Eventually we would be soaking a big turret wall again, just like in the beginning. which no one really enjoyed, but it had to be done.
Pseudo, round 45.
I for one decided to avoid such responsibilities and choose instead to have Pseudo help me recreate the crack-fueled Pumba scenario. Pseudo, being an outstanding citizen, obviously opted to help me. Which became perhaps her biggest mistake, because after that I showed up at the foot of her UD more times than a stray dog at a butcher's shop. She never complained though. Pseudo and I did this a couple of times, until all of a sudden something unexpected happened. We made it further than we had predicted. Like a junkie who found the key to the police drug room, we didn't quite know what to do next.
There we go, blow it.
Where's a... Need a Giga up here to bite this stick
we're
so we
in.
can impale it.
If you can't go, you can't go.
Oh,
Go.
We're so far in.
I have 1 Giga in the mammoth if you don't have one.
Oh, what is all this?
It's a Gatch Tower.
Where am I?
You're Narnia, bro.
Honestly.
Ernest, can you just keep going? Or no?
Oh, shit.
Something is holding me back. Something is
Okay,
holding me
it's
back.
this. I'm jumping on it. One sec, it's this.
Okay, I'm okay back here.
Alright, you should be able to now.
I'm behind the Gatch tower.
Georgie, you gotta get the Gatch Tower.
You've got to get the leukemia tower, he says. Sure man, thanks for the heads up. Top quality leadership right there. Guess who does not get to call the raid shots in our tribe? Muppet. Anyway, someone in Farmers Only had discovered that I managed to dash past the defenses. Sadly, not being armed to deal with the situation at all, I figured might as well just run it and see what I can find. Turns out we found quite a lot of different locations ripe with opportunity. The guy on the bat had fallen off, and I noticed that I might as well get 1 rocket ready in case that's all I'm going to get off this run. To my surprise, the guy that was originally on the bat just decided he didn't want to chase me, and just left. Like a mall cop witnessing a crime, he just said no and left. Personally, I was happy with his choice.
Think I can shoot from here?
No. Big spaghetti.
They're cryoing many Gigas.
you can.
Oh. You good?
Oh yeah, they're gonna lag out the server.
I didn't have enough rockets for this.
Which is true. Like always, I came overwhelmingly underprepared. Story of my life. Anyway, I shot off all the rockets I had on my person in an attempt to make as much damage as possible before convincing myself that only cowards accept mediocre amounts of damage. I would also like to inform everyone that I was doing this rocket shit while being submitted to rabies from the wild bats in the vicinity. You know, since why the fuck would they attack the tower with passive dinosaurs when they could opt to murder the guy that's already under pressure? Anyway, we were here to leave a mark and we were out of rockets. So I took my crack-fueled Pumba, ran across a nearby land bridge and spotted a random clip plat that was way too well placed. We Cirque du Soleil'd the shit out of it. Surprisingly, it worked. I managed to get onto the actual leukemia tower.
Steal their dust.
I'm just gonna sneak up here.
Just run their Gatch Tower.
Yeah, just take your
You can't
cat
be,
out for
you
us.
can't be in the Gatch Tower.
I literally
Alright.
I pulled sin.
Only has C4! You have C4!
Now let me tell you guys, I'm not too good at push-ups or sit-ups, but fuck-ups? Let me tell you, I have a PhD in that shit, which is why you may notice that I'm stuffing pointless amounts of C4 in one direct spot instead of spreading it out more carefully. In the aftermath, now that I think about it, sure, it wasn't my greatest idea. On the other hand, I really just wanted to see something get damaged. Being the first one to touch the Gatch Tower should mean I get a prize, right? I mean, we basically all just played capture the flag and I won. Now, while I strap the C4, it's time for something random. Since there hasn't been much of that this video, let me give you some important advice on good names for pet llamas. Here we go. Barack Obama, M. Night Llama Lamb, Llama Del Rey, Weird Alpaca Yankovic, Dalai Lama, Islamophobia, and Lloyd. You're welcome. You all thought you were going to have a full video with no weird facts, huh? Back to the video.
No, I can't use that anymore. Must be crying. She's gonna lose her fucking little Gatch Tower.
I have 1 HP.
I need a new Andrew, fuck's sake.
You know what's crazy about this person?
Run, Andrew, man.
She's gonna rebuild it.
So we get to tell them to start doing veins again, right?
Yeah, big meme.
I don't know, like, Eamon, the amount of resources they've gone through was just catastrophic. Like,
Yeah, but they've had like.
But
you wait.
You don't understand is they're gonna keep doing that too.
You don't realize.
But they don't got
who
that.
we're going against.
You don't know players mentality.
Wait. You guys look at the tribe log. Look at the tribe log.
Big damage.
You ready? And I'm not gonna make it anyway.
Are he trying to net me on the regs?
X, how you let go, by the way.
Oh, Joji's just chilling.
I'm lagging.
Oh no.
Oh,
Joji.
I'm lagging.
Oh,
Look
no,
at
Joji.
What the fuck just happened?
Joji, how much did you break?
There goes.
Yo, players,
Goodbye, soccer man.
Dude, you didn't get enough C4.
I know, but I didn't expect to make it this far back.
I'll tell you one thing, that little explosion made me feel so happy. It was not much damage, but it was just the beginning. Now that I knew that I could make it in, I became more fearless. That and a lot of my tribe mates started running in by themselves as well, meaning this leukemia tower was going down piece by piece at random moments. And there was sadly nothing they could do about it. Farmers only did however hold us at the entrance of the tunnel. We tried desperately to get into the main room, but honestly the amount of tech bow shooters they had started pulling out was quite overwhelming. Their numbers were growing, meanwhile ours was starting to go down. We considered the match won. We came with the objective to ruin the tower, and we most certainly did. By the way, if you have watched up to this point of the video, could you do me a favor and write Gatch Tower in the comment section? It's just there to pad up my curiosity of who has the energy to watch this far into a narrated video. This box guy, by the way, he would not stop kicking my ass every time I showed up. I'm not sure what he is about, but he was just the superior player in every single turn with the tech bow. I mean, I'm complimenting the guy with a big smile on my face, but internally I am incredibly furious. I sure hope he doesn't step on something sharp and pointy in the morning. You little ray of sunshine, you. As you will see in the coming short video parts, the leukemia tower was slowly being taken down, part by part. The raid took about 6 hours to complete. Which in all honesty was great, since in some cases these things get dragged out for literally days. In the end we ended up using a lot of dinosaurs to push this place, but we also killed a lot of theirs. It was good fights and plays made on both sides, and we won mostly due to our surprise factor and the amount of players we pulled up with on short notice. Their sieges with teleported in armies of Barney the dinosaurs was terrifying, yet we handled it quite well. Actually, at one point one of the guys on Farmers only ended up dying with 25 cryo gigatrons in his inventory, which we happily accepted. As you can see here, we snuck up a bed in the top of the cave in order for us to monitor them a little bit. The end results of the leukemia tower was like a crater in the ground. In fact, after this they actually demolished everything themselves. It was a fun run, and I look forward to our next tribe event. Thanks for watching, lunatics, have a good one.